things that are healthy in your playing. If you don't mind, if you can sit down here.
Yep.
Then I will walk you.
I can have sip my water. Okay.
Yeah. I can get that closer. You want me to get that closer to you?
I'm not gonna sit here and drink it all. I just.
Yeah. I know. Okay. See, I like the fact that you like, because you feel that somehow the scales organize a little bit the brain, But you see, when you play scales, that's what people are, you start in this hand with the pinky and this hand with the thumb. So you start, every finger has a different role. The thumb really, when it comes to the to the forearm, the thumb and the pinky determine how you rotate. Okay? Exactly. So the thumb is the type of finger that when you play the thumb, these fingers have to be totally released. The thumb is a very important finger, and you're going to see later when we do. I'm going to put this a little higher so you can actually see it. It's okay. You stay there. You stay there.
Oh, you're taping.
Yeah, I'm taping so you can. No, it's okay. Stay there. Because I'm putting it high enough. Let me move it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So you have to really know what's going on when you play the scale. There's only one finger that plays in both hands at the same time, which is the third finger. So the thumb, going back to the thumb, how it affects the forearm. When you play the thumb, the elbow goes out, okay, because you have to rotate this way. When you play the pinky, the elbow goes in. So this really affects how you move. Okay. So here, when you play, you start the scale. It's very important to release all the fingers when you play these fingers that are either the thumb or the pinky. So, because also if you release all the fingers, then the fingers can go down with gravity. So because if you do it, that's very tense. But if you do it, now this one plays the thumb, right, in the right hand. Has to release. Now coming back, let's see here. So both this finger goes in, this finger goes. Now three plays together. Now this one plays the thumb. Affects you directly. Now this one goes here, but this one has to cross. But they both have to release all the fingers. This one releases like that, and this one releases like that for the crossing.
Am I not releasing my fingers?
No, you're not.
So if I just learned this today.
No, exactly. That's why I'm talking to you. Exactly. So
I'm not releasing my fingers.
Not enough. We're going to work on that. And then now. So this is when you play a scale. Also, when you cross, okay, it's very important to play 1, 2. When you play the 3, you rotate to the right, but these two fingers have to be totally released, so it's very easy to cross. The 2 is out of the way. And when you cross with 4, you release 2 and 3. And then it's very easy to cross for the thumb.
Get the notes. I get the
It's
notes,
not the notes,
but I'm not doing it the way you're doing it.
The thing is doing it with ease. Doing it with ease. So it's... You see this one, it releases a 2. Now I'm going to release 2 and 3. 2 and 3, and then it's very easy to cross. And that's the rotation. That's what
so let me, I don't know what I'm doing.
No, I'm going to
am I rotating?
You know something, I want to give you like a little overview, and then you're going to sit down. So it's very important. This is what goes. Of course, there's a lot more. Like if you would be talking the Tauman language. So this is you have all kinds of rotation. You have single rotation. What is a single rotation? A single rotation is when you go in two different opposite directions. So any finger after the thumb is a single rotation. So if you go up, when if you go down,
I should be thinking about.
yes,
I should be
yes,
thinking
the
about
forearm
this.
has to be very, yes, the forearm
So,
really, the forearm has to be very free. You cannot just rotate without the forearm. The forearm has to be very so. So when you go from 1 to 2, it's left, right. When you go down, left. It's also left, right, because you have to cross. You see. So the left hand, the thumb always on the right hand goes to the left. Always. It's a rule.
But what am I doing?
I don't know. We are going.
See, I've seen this on the tapes.
Yes, but
And
I'm
I don't
explaining.
know what I'm doing.
But maybe you're doing some things, but because it didn't look bad, you know. So let's see. So in terms of the rotation, what you have here is left, right. That's another single rotation from 3 to 1, from 3 to 1, and from 1 to 2. That's a single rotation. Now double, because it's in the same direction. This is going to be single. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes right, left, right, you know. And then, so when you play the scale, but I don't go into so much detail, that's what I was telling you. So all I will tell you is like, Sally, make sure that when you play the 3, you release the 2. That's all.
When you say release the 2,
The has to release. Has to be off the keys. And then you can cross. Because this is bad. When you play fast, the release has to be there. Otherwise you cannot play fast. So,
but I don't know what I'm doing.
no, you'll sit down here.
Okay.
Sit down.
See, this is why I'm here. I know what Dorothy does. I read about it.
Yeah.
And I know about the 1 and the 2. I've read about that.
I know.
But I cannot connect that to what I'm doing.
So just do the right hand.
Okay, I'm not going to think about it.
No,
I'm just going to play.
sit straight.
How do I?
Straight. Okay.
This I got to do
Yeah.
because I know
Okay.
from physical therapy.
Okay.
Okay. I'll do it slow because and I'm not looking. I'm just going to play the scale and see what I'm doing wrong. And then I'll do it a little bit faster.
No, I don't want you to do it faster.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, you are just going up and down like that. The rotation, the fingers really respond to the arm. If you lift the fingers this way, you are limited as to how much you can lift. But if you lift the fingers with the forearm, you are not limited. You can lift as high as you want. Okay? So also, there is such a thing in the technique as called preparatory motion. So if you play the thumb, you have to feel the swing. Left, right. And when you play the thumb, you have to feel it moves all the way to your elbow. But you have to prepare the thumb, the finger not separate, just with, can you just do this? Exactly. No, just do this and the rest on the top of the keys. Let's do it here. Okay, open the hand, close it. Open, close it. Open, close it. Now when you open it, just make sure that the thumb is a little bit more alive. And then close it. Again, open. Okay. So exactly. So this is the preparatory motion. Yampa. It goes yampa. Exactly. 1, 2. No, but it's not up in that. It's 1, 2. 1, 2. You see look at my forearm. Yeah, the thumb has do this, the thumb, just the thumb. Prepare and go here. No, but not artificially. Exactly. Just a little bit. Exactly. That's all. Again. Again. Left. Take the thumb. Let's stand on the thumb a little bit. Okay, do it again. Thumb. Exactly. Again. Now do this for me. Thumb and cross. Prepare, prepare.
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 Play the thumb and go across.
Thumb.
No, but immediately. As one motion.
Okay. Prepare.
One motion. No, but like this.
Oh. Prepare.
Yeah. So just bring the whole hand with it.
Okay. Prepare.
But don't, you are doing this. You are doing this. I don't want you to do it. I just want you to do left, right.
Okay. Prepare.
Yeah, prepare. Play the thumb. Play play the thumb, release all the fingers.
All the way over, okay.
All the way up. Create a little bit of a distance, okay? Do it again.
I lost center, okay. Prepare.
And play, exactly. Again.
Prepare.
But don't do this. I just want you to do one thing. One motion, exactly. But stay on the thumb. Again, yeah.
Prepare.
That's better. Do it again.
Prepare.
That's right, but it has to be quicker.
Quicker. Prepare.
Bring the fifth finger with you. Do it again.
Finger with
exactly.
You. Prepare.
Create a little bit of a distance.
Prepare.
Exactly. Now do it on the piano. Just on C. On C. No, just go. Just okay. Play and you can play actually. No, with the thumb. Just the thumb. Just go to the thumb. Just the thumb. Prepare and play the thumb.
Well, I'm going to start this way.
Yes. Again,
Under
okay.
Here. Wow.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No, here is better.
Here better. Okay.
Play the
prepare.
thumb.
I'm going to play C.
Mm-hmm.
Aiming for C. Oh, shoot.
Again.
Let me do one hand at a time.
No. Then what you need? No, because it's good to do it with the two hands actually.
All right.
Again, play the C.
I have to really think. Okay, I'm preparing.
Yeah, prepare.
And I'm going to
play,
aim for
and
C.
then turn over and play that C on both hands.
Huh?
Don't be afraid, even if you miss. Exactly. Don't be afraid of missing.
Prepare.
But put it forward.
Okay, we're going to go for it.
Exactly.
Going for it.
Again, one motion.
Go
forward. Go forward. No,
prepare.
That's better. Do it again.
Prepare.
Better. Do it again.
I'm getting it now.
Do it again. Again. No, but don't do one after you. Just do one and stay there.
Okay. Prepare.
And put your feet in front. Exactly. Now.
Prepare.
Again. No, again.
Prepare.
One motion. Boom. Exactly. Again. Not one after the other. You have to stay, wait, think, and do it. Hey, you cannot do one after. Exactly. And very good. No, but don't do this. It has to prepare this way.
Prepare this
You
way.
cannot prepare like this. It has to prepare this way.
Okay, preparing out here.
Again, that was good.
Prepare.
With more sound. Good. Okay, it's too fast. Okay, there's rhythm. Prepare and play.
Okay.
Prepare and play.
Prepare and
There you are. It has to have rhythm.
prepare.
Okay, we didn't have any rhythm. Prepare and say at the word end. Prepare and play.
Prepare and
There you are.
Prepare
Yeah.
and play.
No, that was too fast.
Prepare and is it prepare
And feel the end. Prepare and there you are. Say the word end. And there you are. Again.
Prepare
And
and
exactly.
prepare and
That's right.
prepare
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
so my elbows are going out. Okay,
Yeah.
Prepare,
Yes, that's okay.
Prepare and
Exactly.
prepare
Prepare and
and
that's right.
see I
Yeah,
see,
that's
okay,
it.
yeah.
That-
all
but you learn
This
very
is like
fast.
new to me.
Do it again.
Prepare and
there you are.
Prepare and
Exactly.
prepare and
Very
this
good.
elbow thing for me is important.
Exactly. If that doesn't move,
I was
forget
playing
it.
with nickels.
No, do it again. No.
This
That's how you activate the arm.
all
Do
right.
it again.
Prepare and
Very good.
prepare and prepare and prepare and
Exactly.
prepare and
Very good.
we're getting this all
Yes.
right. Prepare and
That's right.
prepare
Immediate.
and
It's one motion.
prepare and
But don't make it fast. I can do it. One, prepare and play. It doesn't have to be fast. I don't want you to be fast.
I was trying to see it.
No.
Okay, so you have to tell me these things.
Yeah. So
Prepare
and
and
that's right.
prepare and
Very good.
prepare and oops, sorry.
Okay.
Prepare and
Very good.
prepare and
And then make sure that when you don't have to go that much, and then these fingers just rest on the surface of the key. Okay, do it again.
Prepare and
No, you need the moment, the more. Prepare. You have to open. Prepare and play. Open the thumb when
okay.
you say prepare.
Prepare and
There you are.
prepare and
Open the thumb, you prepare.
and
Yeah, yeah, you have to open the thumb.
prepare and
Very good.
prepare and
open. Okay, you know what you can say
open.
now?
Prepare,
Open,
open.
no. Open and play. Open and play. Mrs. Hammond, by the way, believed in talking to yourself.
Oh, I have to.
Yeah.
Well, I do too, so that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Again.
You see, I'm in physical therapy. You should hear me. I mean,
What did you do? What did you do for your in
oh gosh, well, because I did many things.
you look like a very smart lady.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
No,
I
but
can
at the
see that.
end, I was doing things like running conferences for TAUB. I mean, I could come in and run their institute. I even ran a certification program. That's why I know it's all about music. Or
Where?
About money. I happened to be working in the business world. I had to do with economic development, but logistics. I had a lot of people working for me.
You tell me more about you.
Yeah.
Let's
All right,
get
so
this in.
I
Okay.
gotta open.
Open. So you say open and play.
Yeah, open and play. Okay.
Okay, but say it. Mean it.
See, this thumb is resisting.
No, it's actually working. Open
and
and then stay there.
Open and play.
And then but make sure you have gravity.
I'm taking this off because it's not centered and it's bothering me.
Okay.
Don't let me leave it here. Okay, open and.
But when I say open, it's not that I want the hand. I just want the thumb to be a little bit more alive.
Right.
The thumb. Mhm. Okay.
Okay, open and.
Again, but make sure that you have gravity.
With gravity.
Mhm.
Open and.
There you are. Again,
Open
open.
and.
Which is better? Maybe it's better when we say open and play. I think open and play
Yeah, I think
works
open
better.
and play because this
Yeah,
is not
yeah, I don't
naturally
like that.
opening.
Okay, open.
and play.
Again.
Open and
A
play.
little bit more gravity.
Open and
with
play.
more weight.
Open and play.
Yes, you need the weight again.
Open and.
That's
Now,
right.
Weight's coming from up
No,
there.
from here.
Oh, from here.
From
right.
here, not from here.
Open and play.
That's right.
Open and. Open and.
That's right.
Open and play.
But when you say play, the hand comes over. The hand moves over. You see? Immediately.
Okay.
On contact with the key.
Okay, open and.
No, but that was the timing was wrong. Open and. But play. When you say play, you really have to play the
You
key.
have to really
Again,
play it.
yeah.
Okay, open and.
That's right.
Open
Really
and
play it.
play.
Play it. Open it
Open
and really
and-
play it.
Open and.
There you are.
Open and play.
Exactly.
Open and.
The thumb.
Open and play.
That's right.
Open and play.
That's it. Much more.
Open and play.
With more gravity. One, open and you don't have to open it that much. Now that you know the movement, we just go here. Open and then bring the hand over. You don't have to open it like that much. Okay? Just move your thumb. No, you don't have to do it. Be on the keys
Okay.
and just on the keys. Just do this for me. And keep the pinky there. No, move the other fingers. Exactly. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 4.
You want to go like that?
No. I just want you to do this.
Oh.
Exactly. Instead of doing this
Oh,
away
okay.
from the piano.
Okay.
Again, so now if
This
you
is
move-
open.
open and then
and-
just that's right.
Open and.
But open the thumb. The thumb I want the thumb to be more open.
Open and.
And then bring it down. That's right.
Open and.
There you are.
Open and.
Excellent.
Open and.
Again.
Open and.
Again.
Open
Open
and-
it, but when you say open, the thumb is not opening. It has to open.
Open and.
There you are. Open the thumb. Open the thumb and play.
You have to
Exactly.
say open the
Open the thumb and play. Yes, you have to talk to yourself.
Open the thumb and play.
Exactly.
Open the thumb and play. Open the thumb and play.
That's right. Very good.
Open the thumb and play.
Exactly. One. Open the
the
thumb
thumb
and
and
play. Exactly. Do it slowly.
Open
the thumb and there you are. Okay.
Open the thumb and
That's right. Okay.
open the thumb and
That's right. So this is something that you need to do.
yeah, I know.
Because okay. So then so I want you to do that on the thumb. When you play the second finger, we have in this technique what we call the in and out motions. I don't know if you read anything about that. The in and out motions, they exist to accommodate the length of the fingers, because the third finger.
I read all of it. I saw it. I could not.
Yeah, but
I don't get feedback.
No.
I'm sure I think I was doing that.
No. Okay, so.
But now I know I wasn't doing it.
So for the rotation, you have these, the forearm moves this way. Okay. For the in and out motions, the forearm moves this way. Okay, this is the in and out.
Okay.
This is the rotation, and don't straighten your fingers. And this is the in and out. Okay. So when you play the second finger, I want you to just come down to the second finger. No, but you see, you're doing just with the finger. You cannot do it with the finger. You have to do it with the arm.
With the arm.
Exactly.
This is not natural for me.
Of course.
Okay.
So this is the difference between the Tauman work and everything.
Yeah,
So what I would do is I would hold down my arm. No,
Right.
just with the fingers. I would just do this. Don't do anything. Just do this. Don't play. Okay. Okay. Do it again. Again. And rest on the surface of the key. Venir a comer.
Hi, kid.
Qué lindos se están portando, mis amores, los adoro. Wait, they're going to eat lunch. Okay, so here. Okay, just go down with one finger. Okay. I want to tell you something else. This is something I discovered, and not through the Tauman approach, through working with this injured student. He had a very, very difficult problem, because every time he played the third finger, the second finger will pull this way. So I used to call Mrs. Tam, I don't know what to do with him. So she said, just go down, with the weight of the arm on every finger. But it will look okay, but he said to me, I still feel that my finger wants to pull in the other direction. So I spent nights and I talked to Mrs. Tam, and I said to her, could you please tell me what is the relationship between the 1 and the 2, or the 2 and the other finger? So she said to me, actually she said, she says, nobody has ever asked me that question. He says, but I'm so happy you did. The 1 and the 2 have they have a relationship. They have a tendon that makes them work together.
That's my problem, tendon.
So the hand actually has to divide this way. Okay, so 1 and 2. What happened to my student, that he thought that the second finger was part of the long fingers. He didn't realize that it was part of the thumb. So if you take a little baby and you give him a grape, the little baby automatically will have these 2 fingers and pick up the grape. This is it. And even apes, So anything you want to do it, if you want to pick something, you're not going to grab it like that. You're going to grab it delicately like that, especially something small. So that for me was an eye-opener when it came to working with this student. And then I said to him, do you think that the second finger belongs to the 3? And he said, yes. I said, no, it belongs to the 1. Just rewiring that kind of information got rid of his injury. So when you play the second finger, you have to make sure that you see that the 1 and the 2 kind of like, they have a relationship. When you play the 2, these fingers have to be totally free. They cannot be like this. Because the 2 is in relationship to the 1, So these fingers have to be totally free. So when this is what I wanted to do, of course, but then when you play the second finger, you come down on the 2, and then you make sure that these fingers are totally free, totally released. So let's just go down to the 2, okay? Just the 2.
I'm going to do my right hand.
But make sure that you do it with the weight of the arm. Okay, come down to 2.
See, I'm not sure I've got the right of it. This is high for me.
I want you to be a little bit higher. No, I want you to be a little higher.
So this is my
because
neck. Is this neutral right here?
Yes, it is.
Right out straight.
Yes,
okay.
yes. I think that the chair is still a little bit lower, low case, but I don't want to touch it
But when I'm doing this,
this has to be 1 unit.
Okay, so this feels very high to me. This is not how I normally sit at the piano, so I need to work on this.
Yes, I want it, because if this is broken, you see, each fulcrum is supported by the fulcrum before. So this is the knuckle, this is what supports this knuckle supports this one, the wrist supports this, and the elbow supports the wrist.
See, I think I've been playing.
No, that's one part. That's one
That's
of the reasons.
Did you notice that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So
also,
I mean,
you have to feel that your palm supports the fingers. Okay. Today we are not going to be able to do that much because I have to teach you in another 15 minutes. But I just wanted to give you like a bird's view. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to hold you, and then you just play the second finger. Okay. No. You have to calm down. Okay. I'm going to lift your hand. No, don't prepare anything. Just.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to lift your hand.
You're going to
and
lift
then
my
you are
hand.
going to, and I'm going to let it drop. Okay.
Okay.
Up. No. But release these fingers. Okay. Do it again. No. But okay. Do it again. Again. With more gravity. That's much better. But make sure that this is not there. It's just next to the two. Do it again. Again. But it's not enough sound. You need to really feel that you go through the key. Again.
Okay, you're gonna lift me.
No, but now you're okay. You have to feel that you are only aware of the lifting, and the dropping happens with gravity. Again.
Focus on lifting.
Okay, so I'm going to lift from here. Okay. Release the keys. Touch the keys. Okay. Now I'm going to lift you from here up, and then but don't. I'm going to lift you. You do nothing. Okay. Okay. And then, but you have to come down. You have to come down like that. The wrist has to be higher. Do it again. Very good. Do it again. No, but the sound. Go guide yourself by the sound again. Okay, go to E. It has to be freer. Okay, up. No, this is not good. Okay, this has to be closer to the two. Okay, do it again. Do it again. Make sure that this is not like straight. Okay. Okay. Now, you release these fingers when you play this, not before. Again. 1, 2, and 3. Do it again. Go down to D. Go down to C. No, but it has to be very direct. Again. This is the kind of training you need to do. Do it again. Do it again. No, but you see, the finger was not supported by the arm. In other words, you do not play with the fingers. Okay, do it again. That's good. The fingers are just there to lift. No, but you're doing this. It has to be natural. The fall has to be natural. You see, I'm supporting you here. Now you're doing it with gravity. You see, you're not used to using your arm. Now let's do 3. When you play 3, you release this finger. Okay? The 2. Not artificially. Okay? Exactly. Exactly. Like somebody lifts, another person is lifting your arm, and you are just focusing on what note you want to play, and you just let it drop. Excellent.
So when I practice, I'm lifting my forearm.
Exactly.
Not my fingers.
No, not the fingers. Exactly. Exactly.
Therefore, I'm lifting my arm.
Forearm up. Say, forearm up.
Forearm up.
No, but how you? Forearm
up.
Forearm.
Forearm up.
But not the shoulder. It's just from here. Again. Just from here.
Forearm up, not the shoulder. Forearm up, not the shoulder. Forearm up, not the shoulder. Forearm
Exactly.
up, not the shoulder. Forearm up, not the shoulder. Alright?
And you have to time. So this one, you almost have to envision the sound. It's like from D to E. There's a little curve. A little curve.
Forearm up.
You're,
Forearm up.
forearm.
Forearm up.
But you have to do it in rhythm. Forearm, or or you say forearm down, you can do. Okay. Okay, wait. Forearm down. Forearm down. You have to talk to yourself. Forearm
down.
Forearm
down.
Forearm
down.
No, but you have to do the forearm down. The forearm is the one that lifts, okay?
Forearm down.
No, but where's the, okay? You say forearm and lift. Forearm. Okay?
Okay, I'm going to do it without you.
Yeah.
Okay. Forearm down.
Okay.
Forearm down.
But don't be afraid. Go higher.
Okay. Forearm down.
And higher, not from here. Just from here.
Forearm down.
And high wrist, okay? Forearm down.
Yeah.
Up. No, that's too sweet. Too fast. Up. Up. No, it's from here. From here. Can you do this for me? Yeah. That's the forearm. That's what we need to put in your technique.
Okay. Forearm.
Yeah, but you're in the wrong position. Okay?
Knuckles up.
Exactly.
You didn't say knuckles.
Yeah, knuckles up. No, because your knuckles were not really a problem.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Forearms up. Down.
That's very good. Next one.
Forearms down. Forearm up. Down. Forearm. Oh, see, now you're holding my
Okay.
okay.
Up.
So this is like a-
That's too high. That's too high. Right? Okay, now. Up.
Forearm.
Up.
Forearm down.
Okay.
Forearm down. Forearm down.
Very good.
Forearm down.
But you have to have a rhythm. You cannot go faster. Because when I'm saying forearm down, I'm giving you body, I'm timing your body. You cannot do forearm down, because that means you're not concentrating anymore.
Okay.
So when I know that you're concentrating is when you're timing the motions. You have to time the motions, okay? So which is your forearm? First check it out. Okay?
Forearm
A
down.
little higher.
Forearm.
But not higher with the wrist, higher with, exactly.
This stays together.
Exactly. Again.
Forearm down.
No, but we didn't go down. Again.
Forearm down.
No, but you have to.
Forearm down.
Exactly.
Forearm down.
I want you to do that in a few minutes because I have to make it cold.
Can I try both hands or no?
Actually, you can try because one hand learns from the other.
Okay. Forearm down. Forearm down. Forearm down.
Mm-hmm.
Forearm down.
I want more sound.
Down. Forearm down.
No, not that high. Again, forearm. Which is your forearm? Check it out.
Okay. Down.
Which is your forearm? But you're lifting the whole thing. I want you to separate the arm from the forearm.
It's this from here.
This has to be separated.
Forearm. No, I'll try up here.
No, I think it's better here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Forearm.
But lift it more.
Forearm down.
But don't drop your wrist. Okay? Up.
Forearm down.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Forearm.
No, but don't lift the whole thing. Just the forearm. Up.
Down.
Let me go. You see how strong it is? You see, I'm making sure that your arm is not working. The upper arm only is moved. You see, I'm separating them here. You understand? You really have to separate this.
Yeah, I am seeing.
Excuse me 1 second. More sound. If you don't make sound, I know that you're not going to your arm. Up and down. Don't break your wrist. Don't break your wrist. Okay? No, don't. You have to lift the arm, not the wrist. Hey, that's it. That's it. That's it.
Oh, I'm going to put a big blue tape around my wrist.
Just keep doing that for a few minutes.
Yeah.
making sense?
I hope I'm doing it right. I'm
Sure.
starting to, let me,
You have to explore, you know, and of course,
no,
today is not enough, you
no,
know.
I know, just let me see what
Sure,
you think
sure.
of this, because
Okay.
I think I discovered a way to create
Okay.
this. Okay, just
Okay.
let me,
Sure.
now I've got an audience, let's see, okay, let me do it, because I was just doing it over here, all right.
Mhm.
So I'm using my elbow here to
Yes.
like position this wrist there.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm starting here, and I'm
Mhm.
very conscious, I'm now
Yeah.
going to lift my whole
Forearm. No, but what you did is you don't lift the wrist. It's the whole thing.
That is my problem.
Yeah. No, but you cannot do. Okay, you have to lean on your other hand, lift with the other hand, and then push with your other hand, your forearm up, push it up, not like this.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, all the way to the elbow. But
Oh.
don't, but let it fall back, like a, okay? No, but you have to help yourself with the other hand. Let me show you what I mean. Because right now this is all new, so you can see it, okay? What I'm telling you is that you have to make sure that you are sitting in the right place, then you lift, and then you let it drop. You lift,
The whole thing. Okay.
you lift, and just like this, not with the no fingers up, just like you lift the whole arm like this. Like you almost have to feel that someone else is lifting your arm, and then they are dropping it, you know, like up, and then it just drops. And then look at it, you know, you have to focus on what part of the key you are going to put the weight. But you don't do it like this. You have to really learn how to do it with the weight. Up. No, but you have to use your other hand. Otherwise, you're not going to get it. Because the motion has to be, you have to feel that the arm is lifted by something else.
So
Yeah?
let me think for a second.
That was good. That was good.
Okay, now let me just
Okay.
think. I need to think.
You have to think.
This, I have to keep this hand here.
Mhm.
Right?
And keep it there. Yeah, the only thing I need a knuckle here. I need this knuckle.
Need the,
Yeah, the finger, this part of the finger can be straightened, but I need this one here.
this one.
Yeah. Again.
Let me just think.
Don't do one after the other. Think of for each. You have to think of each one. No, but you're not lifting with the other hand. Okay, up. No, you cannot lift the hand by itself. You have to lift it with this hand. Exactly, and then you let it drop. Not like this, like this. Exactly. No, time it better. Up. Say the word up. Up. No, but then the down has to happen by itself. Up. But you don't bring it down. It has to just fall. Up. Down.
Up. 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 Up.
No, but you're doing it with the finger. You have to really, the whole hand. The whole thing. That's too fast. Too fast. Up. No, say the word. You have to talk to yourself. Up. Like this. Up. Up. Like that. Up.
Okay.
Okay.
Up.
That's right.
Up.
Better.
Up. Up.
Again, stronger. A little bit more sound. No, that was not. The up was too fast. The up has to be slow. Up. No. Up. That's right. Up. Yes. Up. That's right.
Up.
That's right.
Up.
No, that was not good. That's
Up.
not. But you need more gravity.
Up. 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 Up.
A little stronger.
Up.
That's better. With rhythm.
Up. Up. Up.
And then you have to rest because it requires of a lot of concentration. And then I don't want you to feel tense either. Do you feel tense a little bit?
Well, just let me do this.
So then what you can do is you can do one hand, one and one, but put your feet on the ground. Uh-huh.